What's up, magnets? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm super excited because today is the Europe launch event of the Huawei Mate 9. And this is why we're traveling to Munich today. And this is going to be a real premium phone, which is definitely going to replace my Huawei P9 Plus, so this is why I'm really excited. But first of all, we have to pick up flow because it's already Munich. Nope, this is not sponsored by Red Bull.
Jump in.
Alright, we're now here back in the office and I could test out the Mate 9 for some time, and I have to say it's a real premium phone. So my P9 Plus will now retire and I'll use this phone because it feels and performs simply awesome. Alright, so here's a quick unpacking, and as you can see the box looks actually the same like the P9 Plus box, just a different color, and yeah, that's it. But inside of the box there we can find more and more advanced items. First of all, it comes here with a hard plastic case, just like the P9 Plus, but this looks a little bit better. And also it has here a nice pattern designed by Huawei. Then here we have the fast charger with Huawei Supercharge. And I have to say, this is simply stunning. Up to 5 amps. So they have to reduce the voltage in order to get the full 4.5 to 5 amps from the power socket. But with that charger, you can charge your smartphone really super fast. And there will be a charger test in this review, so stay tuned. Also, they include a micro USB to Type-C adapter, so just in case if you have the old micro USB cables and you don't have enough Type-C cables. Then here we have a headset. And I had a quick test with this headset before, and I have to say it sounds pretty decent and it looks very similar to the Apple earbuds, just a little bit different. And there you can see it, still sealed with the QR code. And here we have a normal Type-C cable, so it looks actually the same like from a P9 Plus. Alright, that's what you can find inside the box, and now I would say let's have a closer look at the smartphone.
Huawei's Mate 9 is a phone that combines parts of the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 without explosions and the iPhone 7. It's a large screen device with one of the most powerful chipsets on the market, strong cameras, long battery life and a consumer-friendly operating system based on Android 7. The metal design of the Mate 9 looks and feels stunning. The construction is very solid and the buttons are tight. I got the mocha brown version, which I think is a nice color because every time it looks kinda different. The frame is golden, while the front is more brown, but the backside looks a bit silver sometimes. It's a really huge device of 5.9 inches, but still smaller than some of the competitors, so Huawei did a good job on the design. The front shows us a 1080p LCD display, which is sharp and has good viewing angles, and is even brighter than the screen of my P9 Plus. Even though many people will say 1080p is not enough on 5.9 inches, I just say it looks good for me and it also saves battery life. The color reproduction could be a little bit better, but nothing to worry about. On the front side we have rounded glass that makes the bezels look and feel like they wouldn't exist. But still, there is a black bezel, but it's kinda small. Also the space on the top and the bottom is kinda small, and at the bottom we just see the Huawei logo and the on-screen software buttons. The top features a loud earpiece/speaker, the sensors, a nice 8 megapixel front-facing camera and a tiny notification LED. With the volume and power on the right and the SIM card slot on the left side, which also takes a SIM card and it's dual SIM, it really feels convenient to use it. But to be honest, I got really big hands. On the bottom of the frame we get something which looks like a dual speaker, but this is just a mono speaker on the right side, being a dual speaker with the earpiece. The phone comes with a Type-C port and a Type-C to micro USB adapter. The charging rate is really insane. I measured a drain of over 22 watts from the power socket, which resulted in charging rates over 3 amps, so this is mental. The top of the frame features a 3.5mm headphone jack, so thanks God, and one IR blaster to control your TV, radio, whatever. The sound coming from the 3.5mm headphone jack sounds great, no noticeable difference to my P9 Plus, but also I'm not an audiophile person. The phone is completely made out of aluminum, except of the top and the bottom part of the back side for the antennas, and it has very good reception. Also it features 4 microphones, just imagine 4, which is just crazy and gives you great audio quality. Also on the back we can find the dual cameras, certified by Leica. This time we got one 12 megapixel color and a secondary 20 megapixel monochrome camera. The main job of the monochrome sensor is capturing a black and white image that can be integrated into the picture to improve brightness and sharpness. Huawei claimed that they used the higher 20 megapixel resolution to get a true 2x optical zoom. So they basically cut a 12 megapixel image out of the 20 megapixel sensor to achieve this, but a bit more later. Also next to the cameras we got a dual tone LED flash that's really strong and a laser autofocus module. Right under those things we can find the fingerprint scanner, which is, to be honest, the fastest one I've ever used on a smartphone. Congratulations. The phone runs EMUI 5.0, which is based on Android 7 Nougat, and they also claim that the new operating system can't age. That means it stays snappy also after using it for a year or more, due to their intelligent software which learns your behaviors and optimizes the system. While testing it, I could find nothing that did slow down the phone. The UI is really fast and gaming is a pleasure. It got the latest high-performance Kirin 960 chipset and 4GB of RAM, which is definitely enough. While using the P9 Plus, I got really used to EMUI and I like it, so the user interface has been upgraded once more to a more Android-like mix of cleaner icons and more curved shapes. Also, you can easily customize the system by installing themes, switching the buttons, switching the home screen style and customizing your notification bar. All in all, the interface is super smooth and more global friendly. I'm pretty excited on how it will perform in half a year with the stock ROM, but let's see. The battery capacity is a massive 4000 mAh, so in terms of raw capacity, this is one of the biggest on the market. But if you think about the screen size, then still decent but not a battery monster. Anyway, the battery life is really good. I got over 3.5 hours of screen on time after the battery dropped slightly under 50%, which is amazing. So one day of my heavy use won't be a problem with the Mate 9. Hopefully the battery will last long and not go puff like on the Note 7. The camera does take some decent photos and covering the monochrome sensor reduces the image quality in terms of colors and sharpness, so this is really working. The bokeh mode is great, portraits look awesome without doing anything. Still sometimes it applies too much blur, but the outcome is stunning for a quick shot taken in seconds. As a video and photographer, I really like that there is Pro mode and also a lot of other tweaks like the camera grid and so on. You have a full manual control over the exposure, ISO, shutter and white balance to get the most out of the camera. The P9 also had all the features, but now they even improved the camera, so I think this time they can keep up with the big players, because the P9 was not really the best performer out there when it was released. Also finally, this phone can record 4K and has optical image stabilization built in. So stay tuned for a full camera review coming tomorrow in comparison with the latest iPhone and P9 Plus.
What's up guys, so we just left the building from the Huawei Mate 9 global launch, and this is the front facing camera, and as you can see it's super wide angle. I can get me and Flo here on the picture. That would even fit a group of girls in here, there's so much space. And yeah, also there is beauty mode, as I can see right now, the colors they are looking fine, and also the stabilization. So the front facing camera of the Mate 9 looks really great at the first look. Alright, the rear camera of the Mate 9 looks pretty stunning. It can also record 4K, which my P9 Plus can't, so actually it's looking really sharp, good details, and also good dynamic range. cloud, guys. That's a cloud maker. Can you see that? It makes clouds.
The connectivity has also been improved. The GPS performance is simply awesome and beats my P9 Plus totally. Even a nice fix indoors. Also the call quality, 4G speeds and Wi-Fi were great. The antennas are really super nice and this phone supports all kind of frequency bands, so it's like a world phone. The dual speakers sound good, but even though I don't really hear the high tones coming out of the earpiece so much, it's very clear and loud enough. So it's not getting the highest score in Antutu, but it's a very powerful phone and also it's coming with all kind of sensors you need for virtual reality and it's certified for Google's Daydream VR headset. Gaming on this phone is a pleasure and all games run with the highest details without stuttering, so the gaming experience is just great.
So that was our quick review of the Huawei Mate 9 and I have to say it's a stunning smartphone. Top-notch build quality, awesome performance and all that for a price tag of around 700 euros, which is definitely an Apple killer. Talking about Apple, tomorrow we're going to compare the Mate 9 with the latest iPhone and also with the Huawei P9 Plus, which you can see right over here. But for now you can check out what Apple has released last week by checking the link here above. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe that you don't miss any content coming on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Have a nice day and
it's 2:20.
see you soon in the next one.